Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Krishnatarian way of cooking. So today I'm going to share with you a recipe which my mother makes excellently, and this is called as gujia. So this gujia is made either in Diwali time, but this I have made specifically for Govardhan Puja. A nice crispy flaky treat which you must try. So let's proceed towards the recipe. So in a bowl, first we're going to take 3 cups of all-purpose flour. Now a tablespoon of semolina, also called as suji. 2 tablespoons of clarified butter, ghee. A pinch of salt. Mix everything well. Now gradually add water to this flour and knead it into a firm dough. This dough needs to be firmer than the chapati dough. Once this dough is ready, then we're going to cover it with a cloth and keep it aside to rest. Now in a wok, add around 1 tablespoon of ghee. In that, add around 1 cup of suji, semolina. Keep the heat on low and continuously stir the semolina. So this is quite a process and it's going to take a lot of time. But once you sense the aroma and feel the texture of the semolina, it has become a little bit roasted. That's when you turn off the stove and empty it in a bowl. Now once that's done, then add around half tablespoon of ghee, and in that add 3/4 cups of each cashews and almond, which are broken or either cut with the help of a knife, and then roast them again on low heat until the color changes a little bit, and then keep this aside as well. Now again in the wok, take around 1/3 cup of poppy seeds, and then a 1/4 cup of white sesame seeds. Roast this again on low heat until this becomes a little aromatic and the color changes to golden. Make sure that all these roasted ingredients are kept separately in different bowls. Now once this is done, then add nicely grated 2 dry coconuts. Now again roast this coconut on low heat until this also turns aromatic. Make sure that the heat is on low because coconut has a tendency to get easily burned. So this is some homemade khoya or mawa we made. This was made from half liter of milk. We'll share the recipe of this separately in some other video. In this wok, take half tablespoon of ghee. Add the khoya and then on low heat cook it little bit. My mother is really working hard in separating that khoya, and she doesn't know that I am shooting her. So now that this khoya is melted a little bit, going to add the semolina which we roasted before and mix for another 2 minutes. Now we will start mixing all these roasted ingredients together. After mixing all of these together, we have to let everything cool down completely. On top of these roasted ingredients, also add some chopped pistachio, around half cup, and then a quarter cup of kismis, which is also known as raisins. Now grate little bit of nutmeg, like around quarter teaspoon, and then a teaspoon of cardamom powder. Mix everything well and keep it aside to cool down. Once it's cooled down, then add around 3/4 cups of sugar. Now this sugar was actually granulated sugar which we powdered it. It is best to use powdered sugar. Do not use icing sugar because sometimes some of the icing sugars have cornstarch to it. So mix everything nicely. Now we will start kneading the dough. The dough has become little softer, so going to knead it again. This dough has to be covered because we do not want it to get dry. Now divide this dough into equal parts. Again, separate these parts into smaller balls. Dust little bit of flour and then roll into 5 inches diameter. Circumference you can apply little bit of water so it will be easy to stick the circumference. Here around 2 tablespoons of the mixture has been stuffed and then closed in this crescent shape. Close the entire stuffing properly. Twist the edges in such a way that this karanji doesn't open up while frying in the oil. You may even use a fork and close the edges like that, or you may twist it in this manner. This is how it looks like. Let's try another one. Now I will try one. I think this looks good. Now put some oil in a wok to heat and add a little bit of dough to check if the oil is hot enough. So this is the exact temperature we need. Now keeping the heat between low to medium, start frying this karanji in batches. Once you see bubbles on the bottom side of the karanji, then you just have to flip them gently. Cook the other side in the similar manner, and once both the sides have these bubbles, then keep on occasionally stirring it so that the karanji gets cooked evenly. So this is how the color of the karanji should turn out. It should have this golden yellow color. This took around 7 minutes to fry. Now one by one remove the karanjis out on a plate and fry the remaining batches in the similar manner. So now our karanjis are ready. These karanjis in different cultures of India are also called as gujia or gugra. Do try out this recipe for the upcoming Govardhan Puja and let me know in the comment section how it turned out. Happy Diwali and Govardhan Puja to every one of you. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.